Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have more mess for you guys because I swear to God the other day, I was literally thinking, I was like, I've not heard of Shane in so long. I didn't know if he still do videos. I didn't know if he was like canceled because like a lot of stuff that was going on, but I have not heard anything from him in like years. So I saw this on here and I was like, oh my God, what we about to talk about? And it's him exposing the beauty store. And y'all know I'm on T-Spill because I was like, I ain't trying to watch a whole video. So I'm happy it's broken down because I'm like, what store are they about to talk about? Why I hope they, you know what? I actually hope they talk about TJMAXX because I don't shop there no more. They really do return old makeup, and that's crazy that people actually do that. And it's crazy and it's disgusting that people actually put that back on the shelf because it's used makeup. Do not like. I broke out because of something like that before, so I stopped buying, like going to those stores to buy makeup. You just can't trust them, okay? So let's get into this reaction because I'm actually really curious about who they about to expose or who he did expose. Let's get into it.
Dawson posted new video yesterday, and he's exposing a popular discount store chain for something pretty disgusting. It's a mess, so let's get into it.
Who is it?
Shane's latest upload is very reminiscent
So he
of
still
his 2019
upload.
pre-cancellation beauty guru days. He invited Jeffrey on to get his insight on what Shane was exploring, and it had to do with makeup products. But not just any makeup products. Shane was taking a look at a store where it said that makeup goes to die, the discount stores. Whenever an influencer gets canceled, whenever an influencer brand fails, when a product flops and the stock doesn't move, it usually ends up in these discount stores. Shane said
that's
that
true.
This video was 4 years in the making. Shane wanted to know if
now I'm gonna have to watch
Shane
again.
Returned items back on the shelves for customers to buy. Shane never said the name of the actual store, but I know
it's TJMAXX, 100%. Come on, TJMAXX. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Put together, organized, fully stocked cosmetics section,
or a messed up box with everything else thrown out.
Now, I know Shane isn't talking about winners in this video. I'm just
I never heard of that store.
Since it's under the TJMAXX branding, and that's where I go.
Really? I never heard of that.
Winners is literally amazing. It's always fully stocked, it's always clean, you rarely see any opened or damaged products, but they aren't all like that. Some of them are filled with makeup that's been damaged, makeup that's clearly been opened and swatched by customers. It can get
that's crazy.
Gross. But Shane had a theory that it went even further than customers just opening products in the store and messing them up. He thinks
real quick, and that's crazy too that customers do that. That's like, you have no home training. And I get that I get opening something to make sure it's not damaged like eyeshadow, but if it's a perfect box, don't open that. Like, leave it alone. But I kind of get it at TJMAXX, you just want to make sure. But when it be like a perfect box and people open stuff and swatch stuff, that's so disgusting. And if y'all do that, y'all are gross. People need to like, it's called etiquette and like hygiene, because that's, people buy that and I wouldn't buy that no more. But I don't buy stuff like that. When like I bought palettes at TJMAXX that was like, you gotta literally look through that stuff, but I don't do that anymore because it got really bad. I knew they was talking about that because it's so messy.
Some of these discount stores are actually putting return makeup back on the shelves to increase their profit. Usually when makeup is returned, it's destroyed and discarded by the store selling it. You can't put something that you're putting on your face back on the shelf when you don't know what the person who returned it did to it. It's a huge health and safety hazard, and that's why these stores are meant to literally destroy the.
They don't need to sell makeup.
It in the bin. If that's not happening, then this store could get in huge trouble. Shane set out to one of these discount stores, and he bought a ton of products to take home and examine. Some of them were
I need to watch that video now.
Broken, and some he purposely destroyed to make sure that they were in unsellable condition.
Okay, so here's my plan, because I want to be very sanitary and safe. So which palette should we mess with and then return?
So these are the ones that already had something sort of defective. And then these are the ones that were just flat out broken.
This one?
I mean, that one already has a fingerprint, so if you made another fingerprint...
I gotta react to these videos, man. I love him. I still like him.
Very obviously. To a point where an employee or somebody there would be like, don't put that on the shelf. Okay.
Maybe try to get like a fingernail divot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
They also decided to mark the package that they would be returning with a little star inside the package, so when they returned it, they could easily identify if it was put back on the shelf. They made the return, and then they went back the next day to check if the damaged, contaminated makeup was put back on the shelf for sale, and it was. They put the
Oh my god.
makeup back
That's
on the
crazy.
shelf for people to buy.
Ready? Just gonna rip it. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
That is crazy. Oh my god.
Like, that is so beyond disgusting. Some
That is
people
disgusting.
think it's discounted just because it's maybe a little bit broken from shipping or something. Buy it and they're using makeup that someone's.
Real quick. Okay, so I worked at a retail store. I worked at PetSmart. We do that. We did that too. Well, they still do that. Now, depending on what it is, okay, and what it looked like, retail stores do this, and it's crazy. But you don't do that with makeup. Like, they'll take boxes back if it's nothing wrong with it. If it was just like a tear, they'll tape it back. Especially with like filters, fish filters. That's what it's no problem with like a pet store. But you don't do that with dog food. You throw that out. And it is a waste of food, but they don't put that back on the shelf, obviously. And a pet store, you have like, the only stuff they do that with is like, I think like the filters and stuff, because it don't be broken, especially if it's brand new. And it'd be like people return it, and like if the box isn't even messed up, they'll just like put it back on the shelf. Then I see that. Now these retail stores nowadays, it's just crazy though. When you do that with makeup, they make you want to look at every retail store, because that's insane. Ulta would never. Ulta would never, even with their clearance makeup, they would never. I don't think you can return makeup. You're not supposed to return makeup. I swear you can't. I would never return any makeup. That's disgusting. If you put your brush on there, no, you don't return that. That is crazy. Oh my God, let's get back into it. Y'all, that's crazy.
Stuck their fingers in and used on themselves. Used return makeup should
I'm happy they
not be
outed them.
put back up for sale. Sure, if a product comes in off the truck, it's brand new, and it got a little bit damaged from shipping, discount it. But putting stuff you apply to your face that's been returned back on the shelf is negligence on this store's part. Now, as we were talking about earlier, Shane had done this video a few years back, and he had multiple different people in multiple different states all do the same thing. They went out, bought makeup, returned it, and they all ended up back on the shelves. So this isn't an issue that's isolated to one bad store with bad management. This is happening across the nation, and that's terrifying to think about. I know me personally, whenever I buy makeup from one of these stores, I always make sure I'm only buying stuff that's clearly sealed. You can tell
Yeah.
the top of a lipstick has been swiped,
Ew.
when seals have been broken, and that's why it's so important to pay attention to those things. Even if some of these stores do actually destroy their returns, that doesn't mean other customers aren't opening things and swiping their fingers in We have to be so careful. A lot of people who either worked for this discount store or similar stores have left their experience with returns, and it seems like this is an issue with management. Here's what people had to say. The fact that they put them back on the shelf hurts my soul. I can promise, I used to work at TJMAXX as a coordinator/supervisor in the beauty and women's department. I spent most of my shifts checking makeup and throwing out anything with the smallest touch. And returns were thrown away immediately.
I feel like that's a lie, because you can go to any TJMAXX store and see that stuff be messed up, and also it be the customers too. But that stuff be put out like that now. They don't need to be acting like just because they be getting outed now that they did their job. They might have, but still, these companies get away with too much stuff, and doing that is crazy. But the fact that they put stuff out there like that, and they be thinking it's just the customers, and they put it right back. Yeah, obviously, she might not be lying, so you never know.
That is policy for all Marshalls, TJMAXX, Home Goods, and so on.
Is it a policy though? It's a policy, but nobody actually does it.
Throw away all returns into regularly checked beauty departments for tampered goods. That entire team would be fired by corporate if they knew this was happening. Negligence is all I can say. Customers touch everything, and sadly, not everything can be caught, such as mascara and such, but the normal team tries to make sure.
Now, if you open a mascara, you're gross. You don't do that.
I worked at Ulta for a few years and can confirm that we did indeed destroy
Oh,
makeup. From testers and from
Okay, I guess I was wrong. I didn't know you could return makeup. I'm happy they destroyed it. I'm pretty sure they do. You don't see nothing old on their shelves. Even when, like I said, even when they got a clearance, they don't have old. They don't have old stuff. I've never seen old stuff at Ulta. They would never. I would think this is a big makeup brand. They are too on top of everybody to even go down that route. You don't do that. I do know people say they go in like the, I'm not ever dumpster diving, but I know people say that they go in there and they get like old stuff that's thrown out. I've seen YouTubers that do that. That's weird and interesting.
The sales associates literally had to scrape out pans of powders and pour out liquid products. They were very thorough about it all. As someone who used to work at TJMAXX, I can confirm that if a product is found damaged, they just discount it and put it in the clearance section. And the crazy thing is that people will actually buy it. And yes, they do tape up damaged packaging as well. They are told just to tape the package back up and put it back on the
That's
shelf.
crazy.
Even though Shane didn't say the name of the store, it's clear
We all knew. We all knew.
From this video, maybe this will get corporate's attention and make them start
Hopefully.
returns and what goes back.
TJMAXX is ratchet, but they be having some good, like, I like the I bought my makeup mirror from there, which I like. Which I want to get a different one, not from there though. Would did a different light, maybe y'all see. Also, I got my makeup brush kit from there too. They have good stuff. I just can't buy the makeup.
Yeah. He also talked
No more.
about dupes that might be duping a little bit too hard. He compared this lip gloss from YSL, which retails for $45, and a lip gloss that looks very similar by L'Oreal that's only a couple of dollars. When he tested them out, they were pretty much exactly the same. The colors were similar, and
There's nothing new though, so. Is it really shocking now?
No. I am so... Wait. No way. Oh my god. Okay, this is crazy. I feel like I need to try this on my actual lips. How is this real? This might be the craziest makeup conspiracy so far because, once again, not confirmed, but are you kidding me? L'Oreal, you have some explaining to do.
His lips.
Personally, I don't find this as shocking. Yes,
Yeah, no. A lot of companies do that.
So people who buy the YSL one are
I'm not surprised.
getting ripped off, but people who pay $45 for a lipstick probably don't care. A lot of
They
people out
don't.
there only care.
It's a lot of colors that look the same, a lot of brands that rip off other brands. Also, people buy it because of the brand, so they would not care. I wouldn't even care, to be honest. I'm not even joking. I don't look too much into like all that, like as much as like how he be doing on his channel. But I buy stuff because of the brand, or if it looks good, or if I swipe it and look good. That's all I look at. Okay, I'm not getting too deep into that. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. I don't care about if it's cheaper somewhere else. If I see it and I like it, I'm gonna get it.
About using brand name stuff, so that's not
They don't.
to them. I'm sure
No.
that every single high-end brand out there has a product that's literally just
Yeah.
packaged from a cheaper parent company with a higher price tag.
And they just stick their logo on it.
Was about mascara. Shane explored the conspiracy that some of these brands are making their mini sizes of their mascara have a better formula compared to the full sizes. He's wondering if they make you get hooked on it with the mini, so you go out and purchase the full size, and once you buy the full size, it's not as good and they already have your money as long as you don't return it. Shane said one of the biggest complaints about this happening is with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Apparently, there's a lot of people out there who claim the mini is way better than the full size. Shane ended up trying it out for himself, and both him and Rylan agreed that the mini size side looked better.
Sample. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I don't know. I kind of feel like this side is thicker. Like it's more volume. Hold on. The sample size looks thicker to me, right? It just does.
And at first I was like, wait, he might actually be onto something, but once I looked into it, I think there's a pretty logical explanation for why this might be happening. If you look up reviews, there's tons of people talking about full size versus mini.
I wonder if they say the mini is better because it's smaller. I wonder if they're gonna say that because it's like it gives you more for like less, if that makes sense. I'm wondering if that's what they think.
Complain about their minis always being way better than the full size, so clearly it is an issue, but it does sound like there's a reason. Not only are minis the perfect size bottle with the perfect size applicator for the eye area, allowing you to have even better control over the wand and the final result, but you also use the mini quicker. With a full-size product, it obviously takes longer to use up, meaning more air is getting added with every use, making you notice it performing worse over time. Allure talked about this very theory, writing, "Travel or sample size mascara are genius because you're able to use the
and I'll say something, this is almost done.
Since every second liquid makeup is exposed to air, it's formed.
Okay, I like Shane, but sometimes people who don't know what they're talking about don't need to be talking. I like Shane, okay, don't get me wrong. But like, I get it with what he tried to do. I feel like he tried to come for a lot of people, and it makes sense. These companies need to be come for, okay? That sounds so weird. But the lipstick don't matter. Nobody care about the red that much. It looks the same. A lot of these companies, what's it called? Piggyback off each other, nobody care. We just buy the stuff, okay? Also, with the mascara, I'm not surprised. I don't really care either. It makes sense with the air. I never thought about it like that. Maybe I should start buying mini, but at the same time, if it's more product, I would probably buy minis. I wouldn't even buy no minis. I don't care. I don't think I would ever buy a mini one. I would do that, I guess say travel size, but I still just take my regular mascara. I ain't got time for that. But y'all, I knew they was talking about TJMAXX on here. TJMAXX is ratchet sometimes. They got good products in the store, but the makeup section is just no. And the fact that people really do like put makeup back, and the fact that, so first of all, let's talk about this. The fact that people return makeup is something, and it, like, if it's gross, I would tell them, like, can you make sure you throw that away? Of course they wouldn't, probably, but the fact that you return makeup is like saying a lot. I feel like if you buy you something from TJMAXX, like makeup, you need to throw it away yourself. You wasted your money. It's under probably $7 anyway. Depending on what you got, I think a palette would be like under $10, $10 or $12. But because, you know, they discount it because it's used sometimes and it's old, and it's like, they're like not used, but like coming from like a company that got canceled or like shut down or whatnot. But the fact that people actually return stuff is really gross. So you put your finger in that stuff, you put your brush in that stuff, and you want me to put that on my eye? I would never again do that. And I never bought a palette or anything that has, like, I make sure that stuff not used. You can look at that stuff and people like, it's like, they're like animals. People like rummage through stuff when they're looking for makeup, and that's so gross. I'm just like, have some etiquette and home training when you out and about. It'd be people who don't know none about no makeup, who don't clean up. It'd be like them people rummaging like animals, like they up in like a grocery store and it's COVID again, trying to get the last thing. How they be throwing stuff around up in these makeup stores. That get on my nerves. I cannot do that. So yeah, I knew they was 100% knew they was from TJMAXX. I was like, I knew it. I knew it. It makes so much sense. They need to shut down their makeup section. They don't need to sell makeup. God, now they should do that. What he should do is do that with all their products on like the beauty side, because like hair products, all that stuff, okay? Because now I'm curious. And now I'm gonna have to react to some Shane videos, y'all, since I know he's still making them. I just never thought that I thought he was done. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, and I'm Tatiana Green. And I will see you lovely people on the next video. Bye. I actually got work to work on paper, so at least I got to watch some videos before then, but now it's time to get back real. Bye.